Hi, guys. This is John, and I'm talking about worship today. And the one thing about worship that we need to know is that to worship God, God has to be first in our lives. We cannot worship God unless He's first in our lives. It's just the way it is. If God isn't first in our lives, if we're not giving everything to Him, if He is not the main focus of our lives, we cannot worship Him. We will struggle with it. And I've seen people who can't worship or don't worship because God isn't first in their lives, whether it's their phone, whether it's a friend, a relationship, what people think about them, or something else. If that thing is taking the top spot away from God, you can't do it. It's really hard to worship Him. God says this. He tells it to the Israelites, when you enter the land I'm giving you, smash everything that could be taking you away from me. Smash the altars, smash the poles, anything that could lead you away, because to worship me, you have to keep me first. I am the one true God, and my name is jealous. He's saying I'm jealous because He knows for them to truly worship Him, He has to be first in their lives. 2, if we do come to God and we're singing and raising our hands, but God isn't reflected in our life, like we're going after we get done singing and raising our hands and we go outside the church and we come home and our life doesn't reflect anything that God is, then again, we are not worshiping God. God tells this to the Pharisees in Matthew 15, verses 8 and 9. He says, you worship me, but your hearts are far from me. You worship me, your lips are worship me in vain. Because their hearts weren't there. Our hearts have to be true to God. It has to be in our spirit that we're true to God. And Jesus was quoting Isaiah, who said the same thing to the Israelites. When he said they were coming and worshiping Him, he was like, your worship means nothing to me because you aren't truly dedicated to me. So for us to truly worship God, to come to Him, He has to be first in our lives. When we come and we want to worship, our lives have to reflect that God is first in us. When we raise those hands and sing, it has to be that God is first in everything we do. And when that happens, we will have true worship. Thank you for your time.